Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has.
Certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
Brandon, there's 2 weeks to go in the regular season, so you know the pressure is ramped up in so many ways. People have to win games, try and get their bonuses, the whole deal. But how about trying to close out an MVP award?
Just 2 weeks to go. There has to be a lot of pressure, though. We've talked about that in previous weeks, sitting on his shoulder.
Yeah, he can talk all he wants about, I don't listen to that, and there's no pressure. All we're doing is trying to win games. He knows, we all know, he's been the one who's been leading the pack. Let's see if he can close it out.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't find
they're not doing too good.
And he goes down.
But the Eagles ain't doing too good either.
Well, that play was a very
They're not doing too good either.
Fast, quick, and in a hurry.
I think they lost against the Cowboys, didn't they?
That happened fast. And a big sack.
So the NFC right now is not doing too good. Giants is definitely the Giants is definitely not doing too good.
Jackson now.
Oh, Lamar Jackson going away, baby.
And he gets this one inside
the 15,
I recruited
him.
Just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 26.
I took him from the Ravens.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this.
I got Cam Newton though, but
I
didn't want Cam Newton.
2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL.
I'm not really familiar with him.
When they're that high powered, you got to find a way.
Where is he, like a...
Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored.
He's a wide receiver. Okay, I like wide receiver. They fast.
This one is down he goes.
If he's on here, I get him.
Sack. This offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do
if he's on it, I grab him.
I know he's not going to go for
that. Yeah, but don't listen to those guys. They only like the Eagles because they won the Super Bowl. That's all.
I'll tell you what, when he hopped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
They bandwagon.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
I didn't want to do that.
And his kick is indeed good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019, former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah.
Win the game.
Yeah. He played pretty
yeah.
well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
No,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Haskins will throw. That one caught by Bibbs, his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Check 3, check 3, go.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Oh, thank you, underrated. Yeah, I'm just buying time, brother. I'm just buying time.
They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Augustine is good. Thank you for joining.
At the 39-yard line.
No, not yet. Not yet. But my son has it, though.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins.
Ah!
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 40. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, He's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They run with a fullback now. This is Dan Battaglia. And give him 6 yards here. 34.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
They run it with Bibbs.
Oh, nice.
But when you go from 2nd to 4
Samuel
to 3,
Diaz was good.
That just tells you who won
Thanks
that
for joining.
battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On play action, Haskins.
Damn
He's
it.
got his man on the crossing route.
Yeah.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
They need to bring the Redskins name back, man.
1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Oh, shit.
Now Bibbs.
Oh.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now,
Yes,
look,
sir. Let's get it. Let's get it.
But
Come
those
on.
are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same.
And he's got it.
Yeah.
Touchdown,
Damn.
Giants.
Son of a gun.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
PAT up.
That's good. It's all good, though.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Oh.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Thank you for joining, D3R3K. Thank you for joining.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time. We
Tap
give you
that like
what's
button.
going on there.
As
we count down to the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They clinch the top spots of the road to the Super Bowl. It runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out and being really impressive down the stretch.
Absolutely. And you want to take momentum into the playoffs. There's also pride on the line for these guys individually. Yeah,
momentum and pride. Yeah, I'd make room for them and put them both in uniform.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
An incomplete pass on
I got
first down.
Saquon Barkley. I got Lamar Jackson on my team.
To throw is Jackson. To throw again. Steps away to his left.
Oh, get off
He's
me.
going to keep it here.
Nice block. Get up. Oh.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a
nice
first down.
block.
We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys that used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage.
choose the mic.
Geis, they'll try to run it. Stopped about a yard shy of the goal.
They won't let me in.
Pickup of about 3. A look at the starters now on the defensive side of the ball for the Giants. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He'll get it up the middle.
Damn.
He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra line.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown
Mr. D, thanks for joining.
The Redskins are going to retake the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys.
Who is the Washington Redskins fan? I know I am.
Because they were already thinking ahead, as all
right.
the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off by a Darius Geis touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Yeah. Let's get it.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's
and
get
no
it.
Run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Bibbs.
No.
It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
3rd down. Here's Haskins.
Oh.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Me too. Thanks for joining.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Woo! He almost caught that ball, too. Damn, son.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And the final 2 weeks, just like a formality pretty much, they're going to be the #1 seed. But there is the matter of that perfect record, 14-0 right now. How might that change how they approach these next 2 games?
Thanks, King.
And I think what it does
King, thanks for joining.
It forces you to come together as a team and as an organization and say, okay, what are we really trying to accomplish here? And what's the best way to reach those goals? For some teams, the best way is to stay focused, stay locked in, go for a perfect season, and then take that open week to rest and heal up before the playoffs begin. For others, okay, we've got it locked in. Let's start to tamp it down a little bit. Get these guys rested and ready to go. All depends on your organization. I think most players would tell you, let's go for the perfect 16-0.
Yeah, I think the fan base, they would usually say that as well, wouldn't they?
They certainly would. The hard part, though, is if you get beat along the way, we should have rested the guys.
Exactly.
You know how it works.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Number 17.
Right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, this is Geis.
Shit.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in.
Corey Love, 736. Thanks for joining.
That'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Absolutely love the effort there.
Oh, this Giants trying to make a name for himself today.
That one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Jackson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he
Move
will.
out the way.
He's got the first down here inside the
That's
30.
right.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with
Lamar
those
Jackson,
legs.
baby.
Improvise and get the first.
I had to get out of there.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not.
Nice.
Play action. Now Jackson.
Squat.
Letting one go. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown.
Come on, man. That's Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin. His 14th touchdown now on the year. Stretch the lead out further.
That's Terry McLaurin.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
The Giants, New York Giants suck. New York Giants suck.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
New York Giants suck.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Hell to the Redskins. Hell victory.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed.
And I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1
Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Hit that. Tap that like button. Tap the like button. Does it cost you anything to tap the like button?
Get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read,
Get that out of
where
there,
the blitz was
son.
coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Damn.
This is taken around the 12. Oh, spinning away.
I don't know why I did that.
After 1:17-7 to score on EA Sports. Now Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson forced out to his left.
Nice.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long.
Oh,
so maybe they want to go to a zone
get off
scheme,
me.
Get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
Damn.
Get rid of it. He's taken down.
Okay, I got it.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush.
I'm going to give it
It's
to
been
Terry.
demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing is Jackson. They're able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
He caught that shit in midair, boy.
That sets up a 1st and goal. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
I'm a little man.
From the gun, Jackson, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Oh, nice.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and
thanks for joining. Thanks for joining.
And give us some points.
Please tap that like button.
Does that guy get on the field on this drive?
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But
thanks for joining, everybody.
There's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Get him.
Here's Haskins. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
All right, here we go.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here.
Trying to sack this dude.
That is, possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it.
Where you going, bro?
It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. Steam? Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a carry for the fullback. This is Vitale. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They go play action with Haskins. Haskins
get that shit out of there, son.
Football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
Possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating.
Wow.
The way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
From the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So that drive is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they... The way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Jackson on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Jackson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they only needed 3 plays.